free for all, I guess. No thanks. Make sure this one is at least on it. Do that, and then I need to go in and make sure this one. Okay, there we go. We got Uno going. Looks like I'm playing with bot. Yeah, they're bots right now. Am I time limited? I hope I'm not time limited. Nope, nope, nope. We can't do that. To make sure this one is at least on the live. Okay, we're all set up, I think. Okay. Let's do that. What button is it? Okay. I have the dang card. Stupid AI. Take that. Go red. Hey. I have the camera one up again. See, roll that back around because we're not doing that. We're gonna should be going back that way. There's a 3. Let's see. Yeah, it should show up now. It's saying it is, but I'm hoping it is. I put a new one up a few minutes ago, so hopefully. I did it right before this one, so I'm hoping that it's up. It should be, I hope. Challenge. Aw, man, I had to get 6 cards after that. Oh, man. Redonkulous. There. I'll be nice and put down a better card. We'll go green. No, it's not. Hold on. No, it's not. The live is with your face and it's stuck in a loop. You, for some reason, you keep saying do it over and over. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me redo this one again. If it lets me, it's like aggressively, and I know this is like AI, but jeez. Two cards, why not? Okay, we'll go back to the thingy. Wonder if it can only add one. I don't know. It should be able to add them because I want them to down or upload because there was some good stuff on the last. I want them to upload. Okay. Hopefully it'll show again because it's telling me on my end that they're. Hey, it told me I'm live now, so it should work. I hope. I gotta set this back up again. It should work. I hope. If not, let me know and I'll see if I can fix it somehow. Okay. Yay, I'm back. Okay, great, great, great. I'm happy it works now. Yep, it finally turned off on my screen, so it had to be that little mix-up or something. And do that. Is that gonna, yeah, here we go. We'll figure it out somehow. Let me get this one situated. Alright. What was it? What is the one memory that what's the one memory that you'd like to draw? What is the one memory that I'd like to draw? Oh. Oh. Let me read that one more time. What is the one memory that you would like to draw? Yeah, I'm saying that right. What is one memory? Uh, um, I would say that, well, it'd be several, but you said one. But it would probably be actually, um, I would like to redraw over and over again New York. I really enjoyed New York. New York, it would have been New York's the number. That would be the question. But I would also like to remember Louisiana. Um, some of the concerts, but it would definitely be New York for sure. Oh, some of the Chicago as well. Chicago would have been nice. I do that a lot. It's kind of like that. Even though I'm not drawing them, I kind of redraw them in my head because I'm remembering them too. So that's cool. What type of questions do you want? Romantic, self-reflective, hypocritical, or dark? Wow. How about you surprise me? That would be interesting. Like a variety. Let's do like a variety. That would be neat. Aw, man. Well, I got second place. So that's fine. Play again. Like nobody plays this anymore. It's just going straight to AI, or it's just tonight for some reason. Well, yeah. I think it's because nobody's playing this anymore. They're playing other games. But I'm probably gonna lose because I can't really. I don't know what the buttons are, and if I have a Uno sitting here in the corner, I can't really see. It never tells me. It tells me stuff in the corner, but I didn't see it prior to that. There it is. Draw a card. Yes. We'll do a blue one. Uno. Who has a freaking Uno? Okay, of course. I can't pull any of these cards. Yeah, play that one. I will not stop playing Uno until I win an Uno. So next round, I mean, if I win a game, then I will quit playing Uno and move on to the next game. But I want to at least win a game of it. Question 3: emotionally, what is the one thing that you will offer to your romantic partner? I'm not asking from a physical. Wow. I guess happiness. Um, that when I got home from work or something, I would be really glad that they're home and get to see them and hopefully get to um, enjoy things and get to go places kind of thing. That I will hopefully relieve the stress without um, going any further into detail. Whatever. I called Uno and I pushed the button and it told me I had to pick two cards. But yeah, uh I would say that I would enjoy uh well just freaking skip me. I would enjoy seeing them when they got home. Um yeah. I hopefully I wrote that because a lot of it I did kind of say, but a lot of it I can't 100% talking about, but I kind of did. Hopefully I wrote that right. Right. What childhood memory has shaped your character? Oh my gosh. Um, I liked I like to do a lot. I'm completely different now. I completely changed. Actually enjoyed to do a lot of sports that I remember. Um, Actually, when I was really, really younger, I actually liked running. I liked PE. I really liked riding my bike. I would ride my bike everywhere I went. And rollerblade. I would really like rollerblade. I couldn't roller skate, but I could rollerblade, which was funny. And then, like right before I got sick and everything, I was afraid to do any of that. But I remember a couple of things, maybe two things, and I'll tell the story for that. With my blades, I would ride them everywhere, and I got really, really. I was still kind of sick then. I'm what I can remember from it, but I remember going down a um, cement walkway on my rollerblades, and I had it was really fast, and then I like completely fell out of nowhere, and I hit my tailbone, and it was so painful. And I think that happened last right before I got sick, and then the one before that happened, I was on my bike, and we would have all these areas to go to in the neighborhood, and there was this one area that I liked, and it was like all it was like a duplex, I guess that's what you would say, but it was all circled area, and that I can literally go in it and then circle back around. And I remember that day because I was going up the long road to get there. So I was like going up the long road, and then I took it straight into it. It was kind of curved, so I had to go like this and then straight. So got to there, still kept up speed, went there. Like I said, I turned, and then getting to that, I go. Normally, I went that way that I remember, but I actually went the opposite way, and I went like this because it was like a circle type thing. So I went like this, and I was still with the speed, and then I completely slid because I had all these rocks and concrete was also involved. But the moment my bike went sideways, I also went with it sideways and just everywhere. I had little indentations of the little rocks inside my skin, and it was painful. Like nobody was there, so I had to like walk myself home from what I remember. And I didn't really it was kind of odd but I was kind of like I had like this resistance to the pain, but the pain was there. Like it was probably adrenaline or whatever, but um I had to carry myself home along with my bike as I did. Um, and I'm not really done with the story, but I had to do, but I had to do that, and there's a lot that I can't say with about it. But I was just covered in, and I was dripping, so it was really bad. The worst part was somehow my elbow. Is it this elbow? Yes, it was this elbow, and this elbow here got the worst because I literally with the concrete and all the rocks, it took with the friction and everything. But this elbow was the worst, and my skin was like completely black all around here. So at that moment, I, wanted to make. Nothing was broken, which was really weird. I didn't get that broken. I didn't get anything broken, but had to go to the ER, and my whole, like I said, my whole elbow, you can kind of see it still, my whole elbow was black, and went into the ER, and they cleaned me up and stuff, and said I was okay. I didn't thankfully have anything broken, which I'm really surprised. And then as they checked my elbow, which was the worst, it was like completely black, and they didn't actually they looked at it and they just kept like squeezing it, and I remember how horrible it felt. It just really hurt because it was literally that night I had to go to the ER to get myself looked at. I don't even remember what age I was, maybe 10. I don't know, but it was still like in my tomboy age area. But I'm like a completely different person now. But let's see. And then they were looking at my arm and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have to get stitches." I'm like, hell no, 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 we're not gonna get stitches. And they were gonna fight me over this and not gonna get the stitches, and it was pretty bad. Uh, that's what you think, right? Like it was like that. But they didn't really clean it up. They didn't do the best of job, and this was ER. Like I was a mess, but I didn't like break anything, but I was a mess. But like I said, my elbow was worse, and I can kind of show you if it'll show. You can see that little dent right there, and I still have it to this day. It's like right there. a little dent right there, and it was just dark. That had stopped draining. Um, it was just this black hole, as you can see from my arm, still that is still kind of there, and they didn't examine it or anything. They just like cleaned it up a little bit, and they didn't do the best. I felt even at the young age, I was like really concerned. So they were like, okay, they were getting like the stuff ready to numb me. They were getting the 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 stitches. I was literally gonna have stitches to put in it, and I was not gonna do it. And I screamed and I screamed and I said I was not gonna do it. And I had to fight them. I fought to nail and bone that I was not gonna have the stitches, which, maybe I should have, but I didn't. I have this really cool scar now that I like to tell a story about. But here's the hilarious thing. I'm pretty sure, being a kid and stuff, I'm pretty sure they put me like on an antibiotic or something. But I don't remember that. But I probably do because I could not swallow pills. So I was probably on like the uh bubblegum liquid stuff. It took me forever to swallow pills. I had a really bad phobia of swallowing pills as a kid. Really bad experience. I could not swallow. And then I'd had that phobia, and it would go exactly to my mouth. And then I'm trying to swallow it, and the more I wait, the more nasty it gets, and it starts to melt in your mouth, and just horrible experience. And I just could not get over the experience of doing that. Um, so I'm pretty sure it was like the bubblegum stuff or something liquid, that's for sure. So then as I went by, because I still had to cover it in gauze and stuff, the people, I went over to their house. Some of the neighbors that were living in town, I went over to their house, and they're like, these were like kids. The kids were like my age at the time, and they're like, "Hey, can we look at your elbow?" Because I was just telling them about what happened, and they were also asking about what happened. So they're like, "Hey, let me look at your elbow." And I looked at it, and it didn't heal. It was still like wide open. The little the little circle the little circle was like so wide open and black, and it just did not. It had not healed for the longest time. So it's like, even in my head, it's like, what is going on? So the girls had got some tweezers and started looking at it and hurt like hell, picked a little black stone right from the area. And it would be kind of cool if I had the little stone to this day, but I don't. It was a little tiny pebble, and it had implanted into my skin, making the whole design. And once the little pebble was out of my skin started to heal, and that's what happened. Um, that was one of the experience. What did I learn? That I was a risk take. I was like a risk taker when I was little, but like now, it's completely different person. Scared to death of things, and um scared scared of things. um, I don't know. Just I know I'm not that person now. It's kind of insane to think about. But what did I learn? I learned that I was like, I used to actually be out in the sun a lot too. I used to tan, so like I used to have tan skin too. Like used to have pictures of me. I had this one, and I was playing Pokemon and Game Boy Pokemon. I have really tan skin. I look completely different from now. My skin is not dark whatsoever. But my thing is that what did I learn from my experience? That I had taken a lot of risk when I was a kid, and that I was not the same person after I got sick. Like I could not hold up to the um, being that person. I I just kind of just got really sad after that point. Like I kind of accepted it and became what I was when I was after that. Not the Tom boy anymore. It's kind of sad. And the risk taker. I'm more of the scaredy cat, scaredy cat, non-risk taker now. I'm scared of getting hurt. Kind of feels, if that makes sense. And then another experience, I broke my wrist, my hand, um, my arm, like so far on my arm. I know I broke my wrist completely. Um, and then like got them separated, like this completely separated from my hand. So I got my whole hand separated from here, and then the second one kind of separated as well. And I had to have a cast on for a long time. And I do that, and you can kind of see that they are kind of separated a little bit. But I was known for the girl with the pink cast for a long time. But I did that when I was in Girl Scouts because I was in Girl Scouts for the longest time. But I hated it because I was like more of a boy, so I did felt more like a boy into being Girl Scouts. But um, I I was we went to the museum and I went out running and I slipped on the ice and I had reached out, slammed my hand on the concrete, and my I remember my hand going straight out like this and then right on the concrete. And I broke my hand, and the scout leader did not take me to the ER. My hand was turning purple. Worst experience ever. 10 out of 10. I would not recommend. um, but yeah, that was a little. I mean, hopefully I answered that right. Instead of going on, I know I probably rambled and went on little stories here and there, but I thought that was a kind of cool story that I remembered. I did another thing. It was a reenactment, and we were all getting. I don't know how this happened. I mean, this is it sounds sketchy as hell to tell you the truth. We did this we did this reenactment, and like yet again, I was 10 years old. I was just like, the rebel. So I went and did it, and I just don't know how the hell this happened. We um we signed these things from this random guy. I mean, there's a group of guys. At the age it looked legit. You didn't know. I mean, I wouldn't have known, but now I would have. I would have been like, what? But they were wanting littler kids, and they were signing it away. And the neighbor girl was with me at the time, and we just pretty much did it. And we were supposed to tell where we were at, but we told them a lie, and we didn't tell them where we were. And it was going to be a reenactment, and I mean they had the equipment and everything, but it was still really sketchy. But we still had to sign papers. But we went ahead and went for it. They had us all lined up in line, and then we were putting fake gauze and all over all over ourselves to say that we were supposed to all say that we were in a crash or something had happened to us. Which didn't even add up either. It was like we were supposed to say that we were in the crash, and like there was maybe seven other kids with us doing this whole experiment. Wow, this is like trauma bringing this back. But yeah, there was like maybe seven to five other kids with us, and we were supposed to act like we were in the wreck. And then, like I said, we were wearing the gauze, and then they put the fake BLO, you know, onto us. I don't want to fully say the word because whole YouTube crap. But you get the gist. But we were supposed to do that. We were all tight. That would have been weird. That would have been bad. But we were all gauzed up, and they told us you need to make sure that we were in this wreck all together. And then, as we were, they had the ambulance, and we were riding in the ambulance all together, like setting in it, covered in gauze and then the fake stuff, and actually driving to the ER in an emergency van. And we went up there, and I guess this guy randomly goes, you have to say that you were, that you had, like, like your pancreas hurts and it's exploding. And it's like, oh, you couldn't have told me that before. And I don't know. That it was just weird. I was like, all my whole head space was just like, okay, we're in this. I had this whole scenario down. I was like, we're in this car crash, all of us together. That's the main thing we need to worry about. But then he just goes randomly, oh yeah, pancreas, you have this assignment for what hurts on your body. And it's like, okay, what? Okay. So we got to the ER, and it was literally like we were signing in. It was kind of wicked. We went to the nearby ER place. We went in there. We were signing up, and we had to do it all separately. But it was super weird. It was like I was supposed to tell the lady what was going on, and as the guy was behind me, and like it was really pressure. It was kind of like that he was like, you need to make this work. What is going on? I felt really, 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 really pressured. It's just really hard to explain. It was just like all happened at once, and he's just like, you really need to work it. And apparently I got up there, and like I said, he was standing beside me, and the lady goes, "What is going wrong?" And I was like, "Ow, ow, my appendix, it hurts," or whatever, to the lady, and the lady's like, "Where exactly?" I didn't know. I didn't know, and I think I pointed at like my chest or something. I didn't know. I didn't know. And he had the biggest look of disapproval. He hated me at that point. He's like, what, like what, like what are you doing right now? This is not what we talked about. And it almost feels um like a fever dream at this point to this day, thinking about this now. But the lady did not approve also of me. And she kept asking me, she's like, what? She's like, what hurts? What do you mean? I thought it was your appendix. I just kept screaming. I was like, ah, pain hurts, because he just felt like he was pressuring me to do it. It felt really weird, just really weird. Oh my gosh. And I guess they got more tired of me, so they're just like, okay, go on, and we'll have you sign in. So I had to go back and sit in this chair in the back, and it's like not even far off from what I've had to do in an experience of today. So, like, it's like, you know, like, can't get me in even though I'm in horrible pain. So that was kind of a laugh to think about just now. But that happened, and so I'm like sitting there, and the guy just keeps giving me the dirtiest looks, like, you failed, we will not sign you ever again. I really screwed this up. But I don't know. I know my friend must have got in or something because she was not with me, which was really strange at all. She was like gone, so they must have already called her back or something. That I think, I don't know what was going on. I was in the hospital, so um, I should have been more absorbed to my surroundings, I guess. But I guess thinking I was here, that I was going to be safe. I guess. No, I did not get paid, and that's also that's also kind of a real messed up thing, even being a kid at that a young age. So, I was still sitting there, and then they called me back, and then they checked me out. They removed all my um, gauze and stuff, but I still had, like, it was that really fake, drainy stuff that does stain your skin, so I could not 100% get off the fake stuff. But I came back out. They drove us all the way back where home, which was like maybe two towns over where we lived, and we were at the place, and they didn't do it far from the police office, which was really weird, also, but it was strange. And then I just remember my grandmother being really, really pissed off at me, and she was screaming um, at the people, because in her mind, since I didn't tell her where I was at, she was scared that I wasn't where I was supposed to be. Um, to her, it looked like that they had literally just kidnapped me. Oh my gosh. And I didn't realize that as a kid, but now that's really funny. Not funny, but funny, if you know what I mean. I can see it from her point of view now, which is funny. Not funny. And I'm pretty sure I got grounded for a couple of days for that. And I should not have. And I know that I didn't go for my with my friend for a really long time either after that. Um, and I'm pretty sure they got in trouble too. I just don't know how much in trouble. But we got in the newspaper, but nobody got our pictures taken. Like, they made it a whole news thingy, but didn't get a um didn't get like a didn't get like an actual ad in the picture, which is kind of disappointing. But I wasn't really into knowing that either. Like I would have if I knew, it wasn't 100% knowable for me. Like it was just kind of a hilarious thing that happened, and I didn't know that they would have put in the news either. But there you go. Assuming health did not hinder you, what's your dream job? What is the job that you would like to do for money, and what is what's the dream no matter how much it pays you to do hypothetically? This this for sure. I really like doing this because I like playing games. Um so I'm kind of like I just now, in the past lives, this video doing the video ones like this, I just had started doing this recently, and I didn't really expect to do that. So I gave it a try, and I'm continuing to do it. So I kind of like this, um, the talking part like this. I really like doing that because then I can also look back, and then other people can look back and um, watch it as well if they miss it or watching it live as well. Thank you. But I enjoyed that part. Like I said, I like having the other live open now that I can also game. I like to be able to just relax and kind of talk it out. I would also um, drawing and stuff. That would be another thing. I thought about I mean, kind of all my life that with the whole acting thing that I've acting thing. I've kind of wanted to do that. So that whole hospital thing, that was like a big, hilarious, not big, hilarious. It's hard to explain. That was kind of like a dream of mine at a really, really young age without something horrible that could have actually happened. But I like that. Um, I would like to do that more. I like stage and choir and stage and stuff when I was in school. Um, I didn't stick with it because I got sick and really really bad and sick and stuff. I didn't stick with it. But a lot of times they would have me dress up. I got to be a lion. I got to be a a lion was fun because everybody kept stepping on my tail. That was fun. I got to be a reindeer. I think on the same time of the acting thing of it. But the reindeer one was fun because I actually got a solo and I had to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Uh, that's embarrassing, and I doubt I can ever find that again. So that was I. It's I don't even know if you can find it. I doubt it. They're on like VHSs because how old it is and the time frame of it. Um, I liked that. I liked acting. What is a scene? Singing would be fun. I like singing. Singing was another thing. I was in choir, so that makes sense. It's choir and acting school, so that, and then I actually took uh art. Well, it wasn't technically art, but it was like there's a name for it, and my boyfriend knows all about the Pacific name for that, so I'll just say that there's a there is a there is a really fancy name for it that we actually took together, and that's where we had met when we were in school. So we have been in school for a long time, and that would be that one. And he still to this day has a lot of my notepads, which is kind of cool. We did a lot of fun stuff together, and I really miss that. We get to see each other a lot, but and then we get to play games and stuff together, so that's really fun. I like that we reconnected again after all the bullcrap that I had been to prior, because he did a lot, a lot to help me get through a lot of things, and I'm really, really glad that he was here. A job that I don't want to do. Oh my gosh. Something to do with math for sure. Non-math. Not teaching. Art though. Teaching art, that would be interesting. Um, Teaching choir and stuff like that, that would also be interesting. I would like that. Um, that's dope. Teacher for sure. Um, I kind of liked being a. I always thought maybe a veterinarian growing up, or yeah, when I was little. I always thought being a veterinarian that would be kind of cool, but I didn't. I didn't stick with that either. But I thought that would be fun. Um, Stuff to do with cars. I'm not a car person. I don't know crap about cars. I really don't. I'm not a car. I wish I was in some situations that I could do that, but like I said, I'm not the car type of person. Lifeguard would be fun, but not when it came to saving people. You. Um, a librarian. I don't know if you get paid for being a librarian. I think you just volunteer, really, at that point. But um, I like computers though, so I wouldn't 100% say no to computers. But the thing with computers is that they constantly keep updating, and um, I was actually technically up to date on a lot of stuff, and then I just like lost everything in the process um, of not having it anymore and keeping up with that schedule, kind of like artwork. But I enjoy artwork, but it's kind of like that I I didn't keep up with what I enjoyed, and I hated that. I hated always having putting something that I enjoyed on the back burner, if that makes sense. So I didn't win at Uno, but that's okay. We'll get out of this.